Okay, so this is called a dot plot chart, and I'm just going to read it out loud to you. A t-shirt manufacturing company surveyed teenage girls on their favorite t-shirt color to guide the company's decisions about how many of each color t-shirt they should design and manufacture. What does the word manufacture mean? Raise your hand. Manufacture, yes. To make, to create, to build is fine. The results of the survey are shown here. And what I always ask my students to do, whenever we have a word problem or a data table or a pie chart, I want to give you guys some time just to kind of look it over and get what I call the gist of the problem. What I mean by the gist is get a feel for what they're showing and what the purpose is. So just take a look at it right now. Take about a minute. And then I'm going to ask somebody to determine what the purpose of this chart is and what it's showing. So take about a minute and just look it over. If you want, you can actually add up these numbers as well and find out how much of each color is and just put a little tally underneath the color because you're going to need that data anyway. All right, first things first, what is the chart showing? Generally, what is the chart trying to show? Antonio.
It's trying to show like what like teenage girls like favorite shirts were.
Favorite shirt, what? Favorite shirt size, shape, favorite shirt color. Okay, next question. What's the purpose behind doing this survey? Why do they want to know what the favorite shirt colors are? Tristan.
To see how many they have to design and manufacture.
That's it. So they're going to use this survey to get an idea, how many of each color should we produce? So now based on that, looking at our data, in a general sense, what color do you think they should produce the most of? And then what's your reasoning for saying that? Will?
Right, because it has the most X's.
Right, it has the most kids that like that color. So based on that data, it's going to help them make decisions on what they should make the most of. Well, on that note, what should they make the least of? Kirsten.
Just to make the least of the red color shirt.
Yeah, it looks like red is a very least popular color, so they're going to hold back on the manufacturing of that particular colored shirt. Okay, very good. Scroll down. What is that? What is that? Is that a water bottle back there? I hear something metallic. All right, what I did was I kind of summarized what we talked about. So if you, I'll take a minute to write this down and copy this into your. Yeah, it says the purpose is to determine favorite t-shirt colors of teenagers and use the data to decide how many of each color the company should, and this should be the word make, not buy. Does the graph show you a comparison of how the number of t-shirt colors compare? Yes or no? Say it out loud.
Yes.
Absolutely, yes. Before we go on to number 3, actually don't even go on to number 3. I'm going to change question 3, which appears on the next page, and I'm just going to give you a little bit more focus with it. Before I ask what I'm going to ask, if you haven't done so already, tally up the numbers for each color and put it underneath each color. I'm just going to make it easier so you can look at it visually. How many pink? Check your numbers and make sure it's the same as mine. All the nice colors of the rainbow. I couldn't do white and white. Wouldn't show up. Okay, so rather than doing number 3 on the next page, I'm just going to ask you questions and see if you can kind of make sense of this. Yeah.
I was asking if that passed to me, but I never answered it.
What's that, bud?
I was asking if that passed.
Can you see it okay? You want me to scroll down a little bit more? Okay. All right, so looking at our data, if I were to ask you what color is twice as popular as red, give me a color that's twice as popular as red. Julia. She right? Yep, that's a 1-to-2 ratio, which is the same thing as twice as popular. Good. What 2 colors are in a 2-to-3 ratio? Remember, order does matter. John Scamilio. 2-to-3, green and orange is correct. Good. I'm going to ask you a hard one. Ready? This is something that we talk about a little bit more in lesson 3. What 2 colors are in a 1-to-1 ratio? 1-to-1. It's a tricky question because you have to know a little bit about equivalent ratios, which we talked a little bit about the last couple of days, but it becomes part of really lesson 3. Stephen.
Red to red?
Red to red is okay, but that's not what I was thinking about. 2 different colors. Tristan.
Blue to yellow.
Why do you say blue to yellow? Blue is 4, yellow is 4. Why is that 1-to-1?
Because 4 times 1 is 4.
All right, that's one way of looking at it, is he made an equivalent ratio. If there's 4 blue and there's 4 yellow, for every blue shirt, there's a yellow shirt. It's called a 1-to-1 relationship. You're going to learn that kind of if it comes into play in lesson 3. But that's a 1-to-1 ratio. Okay? What about this? What if I were to ask you, what, besides green to red, what other colors are in a 2-to-1 ratio? 2-to-1. Besides green to red. You have to kind of use equivalent ratios again as an answer here. Aiden.
Yellow to green.
Okay, yellow, which is 4, and green is 2. Is that a 2-to-1 ratio? It is, because 4-to-2 is equivalent for 2-to-1. Okay, and like I said, if you don't quite understand that yet and why, the next lesson we build on that. And that's what our lesson 3 is about. Yes?
So would it be okay if you said blue to green?
Yes, blue to green would be another 2-to-1 ratio. There was more than one answer. Okay? So flip the page, go to number 3, and just make a note that we did these in class. And then what I would like you to do on your own is do 4 and 5 on your own, and then I'll call on you. Let's tackle 4. Should the company order more pink fabric or more orange fabric, and why? All right, Olivia, go.
Company should make more pink shirts because more people like the pink.
Okay, so you say order more pink. And the reasoning again?
Because more teenagers.
Good. That works. All right. What about number 5? A classmate believes that the ratio of pink fabric to orange fabric is 3-to-5. Is that correct? Grace.
It's not correct because he said get it to orange and instead give it orange.
Right. The order. Go ahead.
So it said it should
Good. Order matters. So if he's going to compare pink to orange, then that ratio has to be correct. You can't flip it. And pink to orange actually on the chart is 5-3. You can also say order matters, and you could also say it should be orange to pink. Either way, as long as you're noting that it's reversed, you get credit. Okay, let's do the next page together. I'm going to transfer our tally numbers so we have them ready to read. 1, 4, 2, 7, 5, 3, and 4. Okay? All right, let's do ratios. White t-shirts to yellow t-shirts.
Hey, what's this little X on the top? That's underlined?
Yeah, one of the X.
Where? A mistake. Shouldn't be underlined. All right, so white to yellow. Ella. 7 to 4. Yes?
Written, colon, or
Colon form is fine. Ella, you get one of these.
Nice.
Yellow t-shirts to white t-shirts. Steven. Steve. What'd you say?
Nice.
Can I say a wrong answer and you can know?
White to colored. White to colored.
All the colored ones.
Yeah, I was like, wait, colored? Anything that's not white. Jasmine.
7 to 19.
Jazzy, you get
Nice.
that. 7 to 19. Red t-shirts to blue t-shirts. Red to... I hear that cricket again. Chris.
1 to 4.
And you get
Nice.
1 to 4. Yellow t-shirts to green and red. Green and red. Will, you know what you get?
Nice.
Blue or green to pink or red. That cricket is loud. Kristen, you know what you get?
Nice.
6 to 6, you can also say 1 to 1. If, now that you've learned that from the previous example, anything that's the same number is a 1 to 1 relationship. Orange to total. Alexandra, and you know what you get?
Nice.
What does the no sound like?
I don't know. Everybody's gotten everything right today.
Somebody went up there and hit it.
Hit it. Someone get it wrong on purpose.
Now they give you the ratio. You have to match the description, and there can be more than one answer. So let's do that, and then I'll call on you. Same thing. If you want to add up the numbers on this chart, so you don't have to keep flipping back and forth, you can. What was it? 1, 4, 2, 7. Pink was 5. All right. Orange 3, yellow 4. All right, do this on your own. I'll call on you. Okay, so given the ratio 4 to 3, match a description or ratio relationship that will work for that. There's a couple of different answers here, too. Okay, let me go with Jennifer. Go ahead, Jen. Okay, she said blue to orange. I may have blue to orange. You know what you get? You get a ticket and you get that. Go get blue to orange. What's another one that's 4 to 3? There's more than one. Charlie. Same ratio, what's also 4 to 3?
4 yellow shirts to 3 orange.
That will also work. You know what you get?
Nice.
And a ticket. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Since this is 3 to 4, which is the opposite of 4 to 3, all we do is reverse. We're going to say orange to blue, orange to yellow. Okay, just to simplify that, and then we'll move on to 19 to 7.
I have really cool ones for that one. I have red and green to yellow.
Oh, you did a little adding up in your head, something different. Red and green to, that would work also. All right, go get a ticket. And you also get,
Nice.
what about 19 to 7? There's so many different possibilities. And if you do this, I don't have them written down, so you got to say it slow so I can check it. Okay. Alice, go. Okay, colored. 1, 5, 7, 12, 15, 19 to white. Colored to white would work. You know what you get?
Nice.
And go get a ticket. Borat. Colored to white. Anything else 19 to 7? Aiden.
Not white to white.
Not white to white. I'll take it.
Not white to white.
Nice.
Go get a ticket. Seven to 26. 7 to 26. Somebody I haven't called on. Let me think. Andrew.
White to colored.
White. There's 7. Colored. 1,
You said all
5.
Yeah.
Say it again.
white to all colors.
Are you including white in all colors? Say all shirts then. You don't want to do all color because it's implying that white is not really a color. So you do white to all shirts, and yes, that would work. Okay? You get
Nice.
that and get a ticket. And now I know it's the burning desire question of the day. What happens if you get something wrong? Well, somebody's got to be bold enough to give up a ticket to see what that other soundbite sounds like. So, does anybody want to volunteer the wrong answer? Just because I know your curiosity is just killing you.
I would do it.
7 to 26. Is there another one, perhaps? Will, you're going to be bold, aren't you? Now watch, he's going to get it right, because even when he thinks he gets it wrong, he gets it right. What do you got?
Blue to orange, the total.
Blue to orange.
Blue or orange, the total.
Blue or orange to total is 7 to 26. He's right. You know what you get?
Nice.
And get a ticket.
Can you pause the recording and then press it? I don't want to hear it.
Blue
I think there's another one.
or orange Could there be another one?
What's another one? I got it.
John Scamilio.
Red to blue.
Red to blue? That's 1 to 4. That's not 7 to 26. You know what you get?
You get nothing.
Wait, hit it again. Thank you. Pause it and then hit it again. I didn't get to hear the whole thing.
John, just in case our audience at home did not hear us, what did you say for 7 to 26?
Red to blue.
That's 1 to 4. That's not 7 to 26. You know what you get?
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
And because he was such a good sport, come up and get a ticket. Give him a round of applause. Okay, your homework tonight, just so we're clear. I know there's been some confusion a little bit. Listen, every lesson packet finishes up with what's called a problem set. So if you turn and go to the next page after the chart, you'll see lesson 2 ratios, problem set. There's 2 questions. There's the question, listen now, there's the question with the tiles, and then if you flip to the very last page, there's the questions with the cars in the parking lot. You got to do both tonight. Are we clear? Circle them if you're not sure. And that's all I got for you.